Welcome to Packmates, a podcast about Magic the Gathering Limited. Today we're looking at Murders at Karlov Manor. Commons and uncommons I think go best in the Gruul archetype. And we're going to look at some of the signpost uncommons next. First up we have Breakout. It's just a fine Gruul card. I don't think you should go out of your way for it. And then we have 10th Street Gossip. I think that's a very good signpost uncommon. That tells us what this deck is trying to do. It's trying to cast face down spells and turn them face up. This will likely be a mid-range deck where our creatures outclass theirs, and 10th Street Gossip really lets us do that. Hustle and Bustle lets us finish the game by giving our creatures overrun or puts us in an advantageous board state early. Bullruck Clan Basher is a very good disguise card that flips up to often win us the game. Culvert Ambusher will be a fine card in our deck. And Greenbelt Radical, similar to Bustle, where once we flip it face up, we should win the game. A solid line I see is any 2-drop into Greenbelt Radical face down, into 10th Street Gossip, that signpost, and then we can flip Greenbelt Radical on turn 5, given that we hit all our land drops, and that will be a very hard line to beat. Next up, we have some very solid removal at Uncommon with Hard-Hitting Question in case of the Burning Masks. Expose the Culprit. I'm unsure if it'll be good enough in our deck, but if there's any deck that it goes in, it's probably this one. Reckless Detective will be a solid 2-drop as it helps us smooth our hand as well as get in for some decent damage. Next up we have some commons. Goblin Mask Maker will be terrifying if you ever have multiple or your opponent has multiples. Having 2 of these likely means they're going to unload their hand on you. The Chase is On will be solid because a lot of our creatures will have Ward 2. They will be disguised. Loxodon Eavesdropper is just a fine 4-drop. And then Tunnel Tipster is a very good card in our deck because when we cast our disguised creatures, it gets a counter and it provides us with the mana that we'll need to flip them. Same principle with Fanatical Strength. We will be able to cast it on our creatures because they have Ward 2 at less of a risk. They went this way. It has been solid in my very limited playtesting of this set. Gearbanger Orangutan just seems like a solid 3-drop. And Rumble Belt Braggart seems just like a solid 5-drop that'll let us get in, and it'll be a good use of our mana. Next up, we have some common removal spells. Galvanize Shock and Bite Down on Crime will be very good. I don't anticipate us having a bunch of artifacts to sacrifice, but Suspicious Detonation will work fine as removal even at 5. Next up, we have our multicolored disguise creatures. I think all of them will be good in this deck. This deck is really good at flipping things, and it really cares about disguise. And I think all of these creatures are premium, and we should be able to take them early and be pretty happy about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Gruul guide for commons, uncommons, and draft and sealed. Remember, I'm doing this before the set, so if you think I missed any cards, please leave it in the comments. And also don't forget to subscribe and check out the Discord. See you guys later.